Dude, shut the.
Ahora de Cuba la Bella, del Palacio los Jugos, los chicharrones. Los vecinos aquí se enteran de todo.
Mi vecina era CDR en Cuba.
Y en verdad no hay nothing that you can do. Chacleteras sin llames con corbata.
Aquí yo vendo hot dog, pero en Cuba yo era médico.
Les saco el dedo y digo Q. Sweet home Hialeah. Solo 30 minutos de Le Bayo. Oh, sweet home Hialeah. I hate your traffic, but I love you.
Oh wait, we're live. Hold on.
Yo.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of East 10th Street Boys on the Finns Talk Sports Network. I'm your host, usually Bobby Finns Talk, but today, obviously, because we're on East 10th Street Boy, Bobby El Gringo. That's Alex the Boy, and right below us there goes usually nowadays by Nick Voss to us because we're East 10th
Who's
Street
the
Boys.
new guy?
Yeah, listen. That is
Who's this guy?
You know, that's me back at college.
Look at this guy.
That's who that is. That's me back at college. About 50 pounds less. That's who that is.
It's like a before and after. Before and
It's a
after.
before and
The
after.
past has come. I'm here to get
Before
you.
marriage with children. That's what this is. But that's Nick Voss, my brother, my younger brother, by a year. But Nick, I call him Nicky, obviously. Nick, how the hell are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just living the dream.
Living the dream. Living the dream. Where are you? Are you in Spain? Are you in Italy? Usually traveling the world. Where are you?
No, I'm in Miami, Florida. I'm home. I'm here. I'm close to 10th Street. I'm actually just 20 minutes down the road in Westchester.
There you go. There you go. We're going to run over. We're going to talk about what you're doing currently. We're going to talk about growing up, get all through that because we've been wanting to get you on. But, of course, you have been on the cruise ship and you're traveling around, making music, doing all what you do. That's exciting. Alex, how you doing, man? We haven't talked in a week.
I'm doing good. I purposely don't talk to you during the week just so we can talk on Mondays. So we got a lot.
I don't purposely talk to you because I can't stand you. You drive me fucking crazy. I can.
I love you too, man. Love you too.
I ignore your text. I ignore them all.
That's right. Hey, but there's a lot to
on
talk
silent. It's funny. Every time I text Bobby, for some reason I was on silent. I'm like, this motherfucking notification's on silent. It's like Saturday.
He doesn't
like
even
at 6
open it
o'clock.
because he
What are
doesn't
you
want
doing?
you to see.
Nothing.
He doesn't want you to see
at
that
all.
it's been read.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even open it.
It's a preview red. No, I do that.
He's just like he
delete.
kind of. He can make out what you're saying. He's like, okay,
It's
I'm not
not
opening that. I'm just gonna.
Slide to the right. Slide to the right.
Hey, Bobby, I have an idea.
Thanks,
No, you
bro.
don't.
Appreciate it.
No, you don't. I have an idea for never. No, you don't. Don't worry about it.
He's a
Don't
hater.
worry
He's a
about it.
hater. And then he
So-
does them all. That's the worst part. Motherfucker.
Evan Posner in the house. What's up, Evan? Well, yeah.
What's up, Evan?
Yeah, I know. Takes a week.
Are you related to
Uh,
Josh Posner? Wait, is that his name Josh Posner? Mike Posner. Mike Posner, the singer. Yeah, there you go. My bad.
No. Evan is one of our multi-hitters. You know, he hosts shows for us. He produces shows. He's one of our dear friends, brother from another mother, Nick.
Nice to meet you, Evan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Unofficially, eventually, maybe one day. But he's from Canada, so from the land. No, it's not the land down under. that's Australia.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
They're all the
Geography,
same
man.
to me. Under the Queen.
Evan, when are you going to be here in Miami? I know Evan was coming, I think, in July.
July.
I gotta find out what dates he's coming.
Sometime in
So we can
July.
meet up. Yeah.
Yeah, he told me to.
Okay.
He's trying to convince me to go down there, and I may
Where's
try.
he from?
He's from Canada, but he travels
Oh,
down to
from
Miami
Canada.
or down to Florida. Yeah. He has a house down in Florida, so he travels a lot.
Right.
But anyway, guys, first off, let me go back. Watching East 10th Street Boys on the Finns Talk Sports Network. We appreciate you for tuning in. Whether you're watching on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, smash that like and subscribe button. A lot of great things going on for Miami. Of course, Dolphins starting on the OTAs. You have the Miami Heat now tying the series 1-1, splitting the series in Denver. Who would have thought? We did. And, of course, then you got the Panthers, who are in the final Stanley Cup, but they're down 0-4 as the update is going. They might go down 0-2 in the series, but that's all fine and dandy. We're going to talk Dolphins. We're going to talk Heat. Nicky, again, we have to give him a little bit of leeway. Nick was when he was off the ship,
and
very much
he's gone.
Sports. He follows the Dolphins. He's gone.
He's back.
But because he's been off the ship and he's big into his career, he's a little behind on the sports talk. He knows the basics. So we're going to quiz him for fun. I thought about that right before the show. I was like, I don't remember. I was like, I'm going to take care of you, bro. No, I'm going to fuck with him. I'm going to.
But I play Madden every day, guys. I play Madden every day. So if you can ask me anything about,
that's one thing he does know.
The updated rosters. He has the updated rosters.
I don't have the
Evan
updated rosters. I actually don't. I don't.
29th to the 18th. Our neighbors in the north, Bobby. Oh, I didn't see all that. My bad. But okay. So again, Nick Voss. Nicky, first off, tell me, man. Just let everybody know. Who are you? What are you doing? What are you planning to do? Let's talk about you, man. Let us know what you got going on.
I'll start by answering Evan's question. I just saw pop up in the chat. I work for Norwegian Cruise Lines. I've been working with them since 2017. I do 2 shows called $1 Million Quartet and Burn the Floor. $1 Million Quartet is based on the night of December 4th, 1956, where Elvis, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis got together and played for 1 hour at Sun Records with Sam Phillips present. And it's a really cool story. And it's like a 2-hour-long show with live music and acting, drama, the works. And then we also have the other production, which is called Burn the Floor, where I play myself. And it's kind of like a ballroom reinvented show. And everybody kind of just, it's a high level energy performance show. And I just sing a couple songs in Spanish and in English, which is cool. And I also am a songwriter, artist, and I come up with a lot of content on Instagram, social media, and I put out music pretty often. So you guys can follow me on social media and see what I'm up to.
Yeah, you can check out his music on Apple Music, on Spotify. I know my oldest daughter, Audrey, loves listening to music. She goes to bed. I remember one time it was the middle of the night, and I was hearing voices out in the hallway. I went to go check out my kids, and I'm like, "What's that voice, dude?" And it sounded so. And as I got closer, it was Nick, and I'm like, "What the?" I'm a little freaked out, So I go and I open the door, and she's knocked out, and she's listening to Nick's music, and I'm like, "Whoa, dude, that blew my mind." And she does all the time. She loves listening to stuff. Jake, Alex's son, loves listening to Nick's music. Again, Nick. One of my favorite. That was an awesome song. But that's an original, right, Nick? Life on Games is an original.
Life on Games is an original song. Actually, that was the first song I wrote after not writing for a really long time because I took a break. I was just, life gets in the way. I was working at UPS for a long time. And then once I'd started working on the cruise ships and I got time to really settle and be creative again, that was the first song that came out.
And what's the latest one? Is it what's the latest song you've done? It's a cover. This one's you like doing covers, but you do them your style. What's the latest song you've done?
The last cover I put out was Jericho by Aniko, which is a pretty hot song right now on TikTok. It's like talks about AIs and the grays and stuff. And the funny thing is, I honestly did that song. I mean, of course I liked it, but I told my producer, I was like, I really like the song, and he was like, let's do it. It's hot. Like he was like, it's a popular song. Everyone will like it. I said, okay, cool. But then once we started doing it, we got really creative with like the concept and like, it kind of went crazy, which was cool. It was like, I think that song changed things recently for me. So I think things are going to be even better.
That's pretty cool. Let me play a clip of one of your songs now. And then after we're done with that, tell us where you are, who's the young lady with you, and what future songs, what other stuff you got working on. Because Evan just says we never bless anybody with your lyrics. So let's go ahead and do that right now.
Lose yourself in my arms. My heart is pulling me yours. So show me all of your signs.
So Nick, what's the title of that song, and who's the young
That's
lady in
it
the
funny.
video?
He's like laughing. He's like, what?
No, I was laughing at Bobby. The camera cut off, and he's telling, I don't know if it's his kids or whatnot. Get that out of the room.
What are you doing? Oh, the billiard champion is home. I'm going to answer that question in 1 second. Hey, he's 3-0. Harry Melendez.
Who's that?
It's Dad.
Oh, the hair.
Come on,
The
come on
dad.
the show for a second.
Dad
Come say hi.
Melendez.
You're
The Pops.
live on air. Hi, how you doing? We said the Pops. Here, put this
Ladies
one
and gentlemen, that's my father, Harry Melendez.
Special guest.
This one is
Special
third
guest.
billiards matchup.
Special guest.
Special guest.
Wrong ear.
Improvised
3-0
guest.
tonight.
Wrong ear.
What's up, Pops? Can you hear us?
Got in and I swept my match. I won all 3 games, so I'm 3-0 in this season so far.
There you go. 3-0.
Oh, congrats.
Cool.
I
Holy.
got the MVP tonight.
Oh, we got an MVP in the house. Oh, there you go.
MVP.
There you go.
Anyway, thank you. I'll let you guys do your show.
All right, Pops. Love you. So back at it. So go ahead, Nick. Answer your question. I was
Diva. He just comes in. Diva.
I love you, Dad.
No privacy.
Remember, I love you, Daddy. That was
Do the roar.
So, Bobby,
No,
what were you saying about the song? I'm sorry. Go back to the video after the video clip.
title of the song and Nick, the title of the song, why you chose that song, and who's the young lady in the video.
Well, I wrote that. Okay, so that was the first song that. Okay, I do all those covers. We were just talking about that. I work with Nathan Walters in Nashville. He's an A&R and he's worked at Capitol Records. He does film. He's really good with film scores too. And him and I have been working together for quite a bit. And when I started writing music, I went into like my song. I have like a little song bank, and this song was a song I wrote, I guess, like on my phone, and I sent it to him. And I don't know. You're laughing at the question. I sent him that.
Evan's comment. Sorry.
Yeah,
Distracting
whenever you
Evan.
see a comment pop up, Nick, don't worry about it. Wait, Bobby, he'll laugh at something when you're talking. Don't worry about it. You keep talking.
It's not you, bro. It's not you.
Well, the song is called "Whatever You Want," and it was the first song I did with Nathan. And the girl in the video is my wife, Alessia, who I met in 2017 on the ship. She's a dancer and Burn the Floor, and we filmed this video in Italy. This is in Caserta, Italy, in a place called Palacio del Payarta. I forget the exact name, but it's right above this like pizza restaurant, like mom and pop pizza restaurant, very small, like. And this guy built this place on top as like an events place to have parties, to make extra money, and it's just empty all the time. So a friend of a friend told me about it. We went up there, and he kind of like let us have it for free, which was crazy. The location was ours, as long as we were gonna promote that they can film music videos there. And we gave him the video after we were done. Italy's actually a great place to get stuff done.
Yeah, you got a lot of good. There was a lot of good videos that you did. There was one that you were actually walking through the city that I really enjoyed. I mean, it was great work, great camera work, a lot of good things. Oh my God! See, that's one thing I see. I made a joke earlier about Nick being the skinnier version of me about college life, and Jamila always says this. This is Alex's wife. Every time I post a picture of me in college, or today when I posted a picture of me at the pool with the kids with my champagne, she always goes, "Oh, hey Nick." It drives me freaking a. Well, first off, this is not a knock at Nick, but here's the difference between Nick and I. If you want to not obviously point the obvious, he has an ass chin, I don't. Let's just say that first of all. He has a dot. He has a Vince McMahon, and I don't.
Yeah, I can wipe my ass. I can wipe my ass and wash my face at the same time.
Right now, Bobby's working on a double chin because he shaved all that shit off. Now you look like you got a double
He's
chin.
got the microphone covering it. He's like, "Hey, we're live."
Oh, all right, motherfuckers. All right, we'll see where we're
That's like
going.
we showed up. Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, Nick Voss. How y'all doing?
Okay, so all right, Crater Face talking all that trash over there. Like
Oh, Ray Liotta looking.
So listen, the reason why I laughed before I finally saw my reaction on there, I locked that door, but of course what Tot does when she comes in, she unlocks it and forgets to lock it. And so Tristan was coming in trying to get in. So I thought I had more time on the music video. So you coming, like, fuck out, So that's what happened there. About to bust them. So first off, before we go any further, I want to talk about what Nicky is a musician. Yes, we talk about what he's doing now, what he's doing, what he plans to do, all that whatnot. He grew up. The reason why he's in music, hopefully, he pops back in. He's in entertainment in general, right? So, but what Nick did before music was impersonations, making us laugh. That was where it kind of burst. First off, really making me laugh. There was times like I was straight up. I mean, he used to do all these different characters. There was the guy with the beanie. Oh my gosh, he's from Next Friday, Nick. Nicky's
Chico. Was it Chico?
Oh, dude, Nick used to do all this stuff.
They're more locked doors.
Yeah. Maybe like it. No, yeah, no longer like doors. He used to do the whole thing.
Nicky, do you remember the trip?
I was thinking about bringing him back. I was thinking about bringing him back as a super fan of mine. Where like I'm like trying to sleep and he's knocking on my door. I'm thinking about bringing him back.
Dude, that would be hilarious. But
I just don't want to get canceled because I'm half Hispanic, so it might
Alex
work.
Gets canceled every week. Every week, Alex says something to get canceled.
I get canceled every week. Don't worry about it. It's politically correct. Is not my thing. Just do you. Just do your thing, bro. It's okay.
So, but let me just give an example. I can't bring up any old videos.
Hold on, Nicky. Hold on.
What do you think of Harrison?
That's pretty good, Evan. That was good,
Evan. That's a good one.
It's funny because you can have polarizing opinions. You can have 3 polarizing opinions.
Yeah, where's Harrison? Check first.
Be careful.
Where's that kid at?
Yeah, straight right hand. But let me but I want to give an example very quick, Alex, because
go ahead.
I can't pull up any old home videos of Nicky doing these impersonations or things that he used to do to make most people who find Nicky on YouTube or all these other things know Nick as Nick Voss. They know him as, he has every picture has to be perfect. You go to Facebook and there's no silly picture, Nick. It's always like straight line. It's like, dude, what are you doing? So, but this, his Instagram is a lot different. He has his music stuff on his picture, but he's really started, it's really TikTok. He's really started to open up to be back to what he once was, which I think is where the money is. Is my thing. That's where Nicky is the treasure. You open up the trove.
Can I preface this, Bob? Can I preface this before you say anything else? I remember when we talked about this, and I would always tell him up front, obviously, we've known each other for what, 30 plus years. And I still told you, out of everybody that I've met, in regards to talent-wise, I always compare him to like Jamie Foxx, Jim Carrey, because he's the most talented individual that I know. And he can perform variety shows. To me, that is Nick's expert. I tell you, hey,
thanks, Alex. I'm right fucking here. Thank you, Alex.
Well, no, you don't mean, man. You're talented.
Jesus, I'm not talented.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Nick. Don't worry. We're lifting you up just to smash you back down at the end.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting for the video that you guys probably have stashed away. It's an embarrassing video.
TMZ, man. TMZ's coming at the end. Trust me.
That's right. Yeah, we got some shit. But,
after hours at the cruise.
We have the Melbourne video, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying. I'm just.
Oh my God.
I'm just playing.
Oh God!
But look, let me go ahead. So look, guys, go to check out Instagram, Nick Voss Music, Facebook for Nick Voss Music. But TikTok is where he's putting these videos out, which are hilarious. Let me go ahead and play this video, which is basically a whole treasure trove of impersonations that basically bring us back to our childhood. Let me go ahead and play that, and in the comments, tell us what you think.
This was real 10th Street.
Honestly, it's the honest ones you have to look out for, love. You never know when they're going to do something completely stupid. Sevi.
I think you're pedantic, pontificating, pretentious bastard. A belligerent old fart, the worthless steaming pile of cow dung. Figuratively speaking.
I'm sure I'm the master of the precious. I'd never do that. No, no, you freaking stupid little hobbits. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. Don't care about mama, but do you mean I am the one? Fear is a path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. And hate leads to suffering. Track or treat. Give me something good to eat.
Oh, that is awesome. Nick, so why did you start doing those again? Why did you decide to get, like, not shy away from music, but to start making those type of TikTok videos with basically your other talent that you have that's good besides singing music, but acting and impersonations? What made you say, man, I want to try that? I want to open that up.
It's funny. It actually comes back to the music because my producer, we do weekly Zoom meetings from the ship. I'm always on the ship, and we have WhatsApp, which is like a free. You guys use WhatsApp. I don't know if you guys do, but WhatsApp we're able to use WhatsApp to communicate. So we do our FaceTime. I was dying over there. We use to FaceTime. And
what's happening?
It's okay. Everything's fine.
It's okay. Blink twice if you're in danger, Nikki.
Yeah, blink twice
if you're in danger.
No, 5 times.
Anyway, so my producer told me, he was like, let me talk to you about the music. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, everything's pretty easy nowadays. He's like, the music's coming out. We get it on Spotify pretty easy. You're able to distribute the music pretty easy. He's like, even our process is easy because the way that it works is he'll send me the session. Like whatever song it is I want to do, he produces it. Like whether I'm not really recording guitars, I'm not recording drums, and he'll send me the session on Logic. I'm recording the vocals. And then after I'm done recording the vocals, I send him the session. And looks like Drake and Josh. I get that a lot. Okay. So,
what's up, 2 3 4 2 3?
I get Drake Milligan. I get Drake Milligan a lot. Don't worry, it's cool. Anyway, he tells me, he's like, you talk about the hard work that your idols used to do, like Elvis, Johnny Cash. They used to have to drive around from city to city, bringing their records like in their car and like playing on a flatbed truck every single night. So he was like, I'm not saying that you don't work hard. He's like, because, in your work, like performing shows, you work really hard. But when it comes to the music, where's the hard work? Because everything's easy. And I was literally like, he blew my mind up because I was like, oh. And he was like, I think it's the stuff that you don't want to do. He's like the Instagram, social media stuff, like making content. So as soon as he said that, I swear the person that came around my brain was like, let me try to like talk about what's going on first, like the music. And then it kind of went from that into like just making reels. And like, for example, I just did one about I did Macho Man, he was trending. I love Macho Man. And he's my favorite wrestler growing up. So when I saw that he was trending, I was like, this is great. I had the sunglasses, I have the shirt, I put like a beard on, and I was like, how could I get it? Jesus. So I was like,
it's a live show, Dad.
It's a live show, Dad. So
if you're gonna choke off camera, man. Okay, MVP.
If you're gonna choke off camera, MVP. That's what the Alex just said.
Choke off camera, MVP.
I'm dying. So
love you.
Oh man. So anyway, I did Macho Man. I was like, how can I make Macho Man talk about like my music? So like I would do like the reel. It would be like point of view, like Macho Man yelling at me for not getting enough streams on my last song. And I'll put that on the video. I'll put me there. And you see Macho Man like literally yelling at me. And it's like I took whatever clips I could find without like detailed stuff. I'll like take it out. And I had to learn how to edit. I'm having to learn how to like use all these apps to do stuff now. And that's because that's what the music industry is right now, is they're looking for people that do everything by themselves, all their content, all their mixing, even like working with Nathan. Like I think the next step for me would be learning how to mix my own vocals better and like doing my own sessions and like mixing my own song and then being able to send it to Nathan and having him mix what I produce. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the next step for my music, because right now I'm just I'm producing my singing. Like I'm just singing, so
yeah.
I mean, I do write music. I play guitar. I do all that stuff, but I'm not recording anything. And I'm not really tracking that kind of stuff. And when I do that, it's for the content for Instagram. You know.
So what's really cool about that, what you just said, Nikki, about doing these videos and learning how to edit and to do graphics and to do what you need to do, it sounds a lot like what I've been doing with this network. What I've had to do, what I've had to learn, with the graphics, with the music, with the presentation, with the promotions, with everything. I it's everything. So it sounds really cool. And I kind of
no, but I'm saying, I mean, I love that because I love everything. Like I love this logo here, the Easter threads. I love this one here. You know what I mean? I like the leaves. Like that's so to me, it's like super cool. Everything that you've got going on, and the setup. It's super, super. I mean, I haven't even been on, So like, I've been on the ship, and now I'm here, and I'm like, look at this show Bobby has. It's pretty cool, man. You guys are like rocking it here,
We have a lot of fun here. We got a good group of guys.
Like he just bought his first iPhone.
Did I win an iPhone?
Did I win an iPhone?
It's like Castaway.
Why have you not hired Nick to record music for our intro? I have talked with Nick before about doing music. Doing a specific song, but Nick is so busy to do things. So
to do things,
we can't get a hold of his publicist, his manager.
Like, hey Nick, can you go do so? Yeah, bro, I'll take care of it. And then we'll talk to him for like 3 years, and then he'll go back and go, "Oh, listen to this new single." I'm like,
to the Arabian Sea.
I'm just kidding.
But I call it. I always make a joke. I call the ship the hyperbolic time chamber. I used to say I was Piccolo.
Oh, that's
all the time when I was younger. I used to be like, oh, I'm Piccolo, but now that I really think about it, I'm Vegeta.
That's a Dragon Ball Z reference. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
I even got the hairline going. Yeah, it's starting to,
it's coming there. But that's pretty funny. But maybe Nick will do one. Evan hosts 2 shows for us. He hosts the Finns Bandwagon, one of our Dolphin shows on the channel, and What the Puck, which is our hockey show here on the channel. And he produces some shows for us. So are we having fun? Speak for yourself. So first off, let's go ahead and let's talk Miami Heat. Let's talk Dolphins. Let's go ahead and get that going with the Heat stuff. Miami Heat, great performance last night. I know I'm going to be on Fast Break tomorrow. I'm hosting Fast Break. Alex will join us later in the day tomorrow, later in the show. But since Alex is here now, we're going to talk about that. Let me just speak very quick about the difference, about what I saw from Game 1 to Game 2 very quick, Alex. And then you go ahead and follow up. And then,
Go ahead.
Nikki, you can respond as much as you can. I know you haven't been following. You thought the Nuggets won, so we know where you stand on how far.
Because I looked the game up, and I was like, okay, I know that DeMarcus Robinson started. Is Duncan Robinson? Sorry,
DeMarcus Robinson. He just made him straight out.
He said DeMarcus, right? I heard DeMarcus too. I was like, do I correct him, dude?
Hey, at least I caught myself. Duncan Robinson. I was just looking at, he was shooting all those threes at the end, and really helped out at the end, so it was good. Yeah,
yes. So, look, difference. First off, yes, Strus, we knew he was. That's why when we lost Game 1, Miami, I was not as I felt when we lost against the Celtics at any point. When we lost Game 1 against the Nuggets, I felt confident because when you looked at what was going on, we were close enough, and you could tell, like, man, what the difference was is we were missing shots, and we weren't getting those right defensive plays. This game, Strus made those shots. Robinson was hitting shots. Vincent continued, but it was really the way they played on defense. You saw the difference. You saw how they basically were suffocating the Nuggets. Guys were missing shots. They were all over Jokic. They were making him frustrated. It was great play. Evan says Spo is the best coach I've seen this century. Spo deserves his flower. Stephen A. Smith on the other day said that he said Ty Lue was the best coach in the NBA. I almost choked. That doesn't even make any sense to me. Over Coach Spo, over Coach Pop, over Kerr, over Malone. What the hell are we talking about? Coach Spo, you saw what he was able to do. Alex, first off, just very quick. The difference between Game 1 and 2 to you was what?
Well, if we want to put it in context, it was basically from the start. I'm here. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, we hear you good. You just
I
took
can
long.
hear you.
You hear me good? Okay. I'm lag, but whatever. If I'm lag, I'm gonna answer the question no matter what. If you hear my dog, there's lag too. Number one is obviously the difference is right off the bat when the adjustments were made, which I was honestly I was surprised that Spo came out and said it, that he didn't have the foresight to do it. I figured that's why they did it, that they just went with a lineup that they played against the Celtics. But Love was perfect. Love was perfect in this series because of his size, and it makes Jokic come out and guard in the perimeter. It just creates mismatches, obviously for Aaron Gordon, and the defensive intensity we talked about, Bob. If you saw, they were throwing zone. They were incorporating different types of zones from the 2-2-1 press, and then they go into the 2-3. So it was just a combination of the shots were falling, but there was a defensive intensity and there was attention to detail, which was alarming at times that we played better when Jokic was on the floor than when he was off the floor. It seems to be like they were so focused on making sure they controlled them. And when we talked about in the past week, I believe in Fast Break, when I was mentioning that you have to make Jokic a score. I know Spo responded to Ramona Shelburne the questions the other day, like that's kind of like the untrained eye, but it is a valid point. You can live with Jokic scoring 40, 45 points even, but you have to limit his assists and his rebounds. If you notice, he only had 4 assists. So I can live this defense. If people are going to look at Bam and all that, the importance of Bam was seen this past game. You can live with Jokic scoring 35 to 40 points every single game, and you're going to win those games. If you go throughout their playoffs, what is it? I don't know how many they play, like 16 games or whatnot. The Nuggets in the postseason, I guarantee you, the 2 slowest offensive efficient games they've had have been the 2 first games of the finals because we know how to play that team. The Nuggets are pretty slow defensively. They're taller, they're a little slower. Now, if you can contain them, you're not going to stop them because their offense is high octane. But if you can contain them with the same 10 men, you got to keep 10 men. You got to keep them fresh. Jimmy, like Evan said, Jimmy, you can tell is not 100%, but he's going to push through. He's going to get you. He's going to get you what you need when you need it. And you just got to keep on playing. You got to keep on the defensive intensity. You got to keep on throwing zone at them. Be creative. And Love stepped up, man. I'm surprised the Seller minutes are there. I don't think Seller's going to play too much. Maybe like those little spot minutes, especially when Hero comes back, if Hero comes back. But definitely Highsmith, Love rotation, Bam, and you just got to get them in foul trouble. You got to get them in foul trouble.
Hero hurt his ankle, right? Like for the whole year. When did Hero hurt his ankle?
It was his hand. His hand.
Oh,
no. He fractured his hand. First game of the playoffs.
You were so close.
There goes for one.
You were so close.
Nicky with a hot take. Flamethrower.
No, but it's so true. That's the thing. If the Heat could continue doing what they're doing, and like I said, the same thing after that game was, you can't worry about Joker. He's gonna get his shots. You can't really defend him. Now, Bam did a great job at defending him yesterday. He did get his hand. He made it harder for him, which the whole team did when they were on him. They frustrated him, even gave Vincent at one point. But he's going to get his shots. You can't stop him. He had 40-something points last night. It's the other guys you got to worry about.
Oh, and one switch, Bobby. Putting Jimmy on Jamal.
Yes. Yeah, Jamal Murray, who, again, you can't fault them for taking that shot at the end. Jamal Murray has hit that shot before, but the Heat put good pressure, no fouls, a good block, or not a good block, but a good pressure for him to miss that shot enough for Miami to take game 2. If Miami continues to hit those shots, Denver's defense, I don't think can shut down Miami's offense. Miami, no, if Vincent, Strus, and Love, what a huge decision, big time decision by Coach Spo, who I see the debate in the comments between 2-3-4, 2-3, who I know why when he says Nuggets at 5, I know really what he's saying, so it's all good. But I see the debate in there. I'm Popovich, Coach Spo. Coach Popovich is the best coach, right? I mean, he's earned it. He's the veteran. He's there. But Coach Spo is right there. And I think it's disrespectful to say LeBron, Wade, and Bosh because that was the hardest job you could have. You went to 4 straight finals with those guys. You won 2 championships. Look what Coach David Blatt did with Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James. Nothing. He got fired. Ty Lue only won one. Frank Vogel only won one with Anthony Davis and LeBron James in the bubble. So please, let's not disrespect Coach Spo. Spo, if Pop is 1A, Spo is 1B or 2, right there behind him. So let's not.
Can I say something, Bob?
By throwing out LeBron. Go ahead, Alex.
It really bothers me, and Nick, I'll let you talk. My bad. I just want to say this before.
No, it's okay. I was trying to say something stupid. Go ahead.
These great coaches, like, this coach, is he great? Is Steve Kerr not great just because he has Steph Curry, Klay Thompson? Is Phil Jackson not a great coach just because he had Shaq, Kobe, Jordan? Is Popovich not a great coach because he won his championship with Duncan, Parker, Ginobili? Like, it takes great players and also to have great coaches. Is Pat Riley not great because he coached Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? It really pisses me off when they just throw these names out there. And the only evidence, for example, that I throw, you can be a great player. There's a lot of great players that have never won a championship because coaching is not only coaching a player, it's managing a team, coaching a culture, establishing. I always say this, and this is my debate with LeBron and Spo. Look at LeBron before he came to Spo and the Miami Heat coaching staff, and look at LeBron during and after. A completely different player. That's what coaching is. That's how you make a great player even better. And you unlock. Look at Jimmy Butler. Before Jimmy Butler came to the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, everybody knew he was great, but no one saw him at this level because now he's fully himself. That's also part of coaching. You got to let players play. So that whole debate about, Spo is the best coach in the NBA, point blank.
I mean, it goes to like that documentary in The Last Dance where Phil Jackson would let Dennis Rodman go to Vegas, like, because he knew that Dennis Rodman wasn't going to play good if he wasn't going to let Dennis Rodman be Dennis Rodman. And it was crazy. Like, he wasn't showing up. Yeah, exactly. Managing personalities 100%. And that's like, that goes back. Phil Jackson, he created that culture in Chicago, then he created the culture in LA. And he's probably, like, in my opinion, like, that's what you got to be when you're a coach, just to be able to, like,
let me just
exactly
say, if it had to do all with superstar players or whatever you want to call it, it's so easy to win a championship with LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. And what's this guy's name? The guy from the Celtics, Ime Udoka, last year would have won. This guy this year probably would have won. Doc Rivers would have won with Embiid. It takes more than great players to win a championship. It takes the right coach and a great coach. And I mean, look what happened after LeBron. How Spo was able to manage his team with a Whiteside and those guys that we just saw. Luke, you see that clip with Luke Babbitt and those guys. This was still a competitive team. This was still a wild card, an 8th seed type team. They never were we never got the number 1 draft pick like the Cleveland Cavs. So I don't want any disrespect on Spo. The guy is one of the best ever.
I have a random question. Is Haslam still playing? Or is he?
Oh, this is going to be a fun quiz. Yes, he is. This is his final year.
This is Haslam's last year. This is
I know.
Awesome.
I know they have like a grandpa chair
year.
set up for him, right? Something like that. They've got like a little rocking chair for him.
Yeah. That's right.
That's so funny.
This is going to be great.
Evan, I appreciate
this
you.
Quiz
so
is gonna
I'm,
be awesome.
Yeah, I am Spo to this network. You see, Evan is saying it just like Bobby when let Evan be Evan. That's exactly what that is. That's why.
And I have another random thing because we were talking about Jimmy because I love Jimmy Butler. Did you see the NFL posted on their main page? I don't know if you follow them. It was like Jimmy Butler. They asked him. They go, "Do you think you could play in the NFL?" And he was like, "Yo, seriously?" He's like, "Seriously, seriously?" He's like, "Yeah, yes, I can." He's like, "I got hands," and it shows him running down the field. And he's 6'6". He's a big guy. He probably could. He's got speed. And you see him catching the ball. And then you see that clip. It cuts right to Kevin Durant. He's like, he's an idiot. Jimmy's an idiot.
He's an idiot. That was in the Olympics. That was in the Olympics, John.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3. You're about to get blocked, homeboy. No, I'm just playing with you. That's pretty good. Yeah. Dick. But first off, Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler is when they were talking about, and I don't want to disrespect Jason Tatum, but I guess I will. When they were the Green Mamba, there's nothing Mamba about him. He's a great player, but he doesn't have that killer instinct.
Mamba about him.
There's nothing about. There's no Kobe Bryant in there. We sent Kobe Bryant a post mortem text message. I got you last year, and he lost the finals. Yeah. And then this year they tried to bring it back, and he's not the Green Mamba. He's not even a Mamba. Jimmy Butler, that's a Mamba mentality. Like, he could be going through whatever. He could be down. I mean, that time in the finals, when he played every minute of that game, basically at the inch of his life just to get us a win before they lost, and he still played well. That told you what type of player he is. You know, Jimmy Butler is top 10 when it comes to NBA players, especially in the playoffs. What's up, Cap? Cap in the house. Good to see you, brother, as always.
What's up, Cap?
Love Broom, bro. So, listen, you know, Dolphins season is coming up.
Yeah, this is what I want to talk about.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's Cap. Cap is talking about the Panthers. Cap, are you referring to the Panthers, man?
Yo, how much weight does Tua put on? I just saw a picture of him.
Bro, have you seen how jacked he looks?
No, come on.
Is he gone?
We lost him again. Yeah, whenever you hear no, it's like he's gone.
Yeah, I heard him go, oh, come on. I thought
we'll just wait.
We'll wait for him. His signal's not that great.
This is awesome.
But anyway.
Bro, am I on lag, Bob? Do you hear me?
No, you're good.
For some reason. Okay, connection over here is bad too, man. I lose you sometimes.
It must be
Dolphins.
I wonder. It must be Florida. I don't know what's going on down there.
The chat was loud.
Oh gosh, we just saw Nick's.
He's gone. He's back.
Hey.
Thanks for your pelvis, Elvis.
Elvis the pelvis.
Thank God you're wearing pants, bro. It would have been very awkward. You just
it's 40 minutes right now. We're still going. We're still live on the air.
So, what is he rushing us off?
That's a long show you guys got there.
Well, Father.
What can we say?
Nicky.
Our show's on Viagra.
Are you guys still doing the show? You still doing the show?
Our show is on Viagra.
It's a long show. What are you doing?
We got a 4-hour show. We got 4
hours.
This is true right here.
Yes, Cap. We talked about that on Fitz Talk today. We sent our condolences and our prayers to him and his family. And I did say in there, and I'll say again, for those, first off, if you can't, that's okay. But please consider go to Big E's page on Twitter, Ian, AIN, I think it's Ian 63. Go to his page. Consider donating to his family. They're almost there. It was a $50,000 goal. I saw him pass 40 already.
I think they're gonna get over it.
Yeah, I think so. And
yeah. I'm sorry. No. Excuse me.
It's a serious moment. You're gonna say something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing. No.
He is the creator of 2 and On. Those awesome videos that he thank you, Evan. So consider going there. He has a link up on there on Ian693 on his Twitter. I know Tyreek Hill donated $7,000 to that fund. Yeah. This tells you how the Dolphins community on Twitter and in just overall comes together to do that. Big E is definitely a legend. He's one of the best guys out there. So my prayers.
Nothing's going to bring him back, but anything helps the family for the future, for the kids' education, and for the services. You know, there's a moments of unity here for Vince. It's not always glory and football and this and that. We got to come together also in moments of tragedy.
Absolutely. Like so thank you, Cap, for bringing that up. We did discuss that on Saturday's show, and that's a great reminder. So I appreciate you, man. I always do. But Nick, so you asked about Tua. He's worked very hard this offseason. I know some of it's been a joke for some people because he's working on the I say taekwondo, it's not taekwondo, it's jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah, I heard about that. That's cool.
Better to protect himself. But he's gained some muscle mass. He's looking better. But I want to do this because you've been off. You brought up Tua, you know. So I want to play a little game because you've been off. You've been on the ship. You've been offline. You know the basis because you play Madden. We know that. So I'm going to do 2 different things here, okay? We're going to quiz you first on Dolphins, and then we'll go ahead with my, okay? And guys, any comments or anything like that, go ahead and put below. But Nikki, I first want to do this.
Yes, ask Nikki.
5.
Let's go. Ask me.
Yeah, hey, if you got a question, go right ahead. Name 5 Miami Dolphin players right now.
Okay, Jerome Baker, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Cedric Wilson. No, not Cedric. I'm sorry. Chad Wilkins.
Chad Wilkins. You were good with
Christian Wilkins. I'm sorry. Christian Wilkins. And Jalen Phillips.
Okay. You were okay with
I went
Cedric
through defenders a little bit. But it's okay.
That man went defense.
I went through all the defenders. I love the defense. You can see
there you go. So that and can you be? Why do you know about these players? How do you know them so well?
Well, I mean, I watch the games. I watch actually on the ship. I use this website called buffstreams.net, which is like a streaming site because they don't give the games on the ship. Like we can't get the channels. So I have to like watch the game and I have to actually buy minutes.
Ooh.
I'll buy like 200 minutes and I'll put that like into my phone and I'll watch the Dolphin game in my room and it'll cut in and out. It'll always cut right at the most important part of the game. I'm like, no, sitting there.
Nikki,
that's crazy.
First off, I know the answer.
I want to ask you that about later, man. The ship life. That's crazy.
So, Nick, Cap has a question. He says, Nick, were you, which obviously he's born in '89. Nick, were you alive during the 2001 season?
Yeah.
Let's look at that 2001 roster. That's probably the roster Nick and I were really into back then. Oops. What am I doing? Nick, are you there? Did he fall off again? Probably did.
Yeah, he's gone. 2001.
There you go.
Okay.
2001
Jay
roster.
Fiedler was Jay Fiedler was your quarterback.
Yep.
Oh, he was awesome.
Orlando Gadsden.
Yes. Chris Chambers,
Thomas,
Tim
Brock Marion.
Owens.
Ooh, Chris Chambers.
Nick,
Randy
said
McMichael. Was Randy
we grew up
McMichael
watching,
2001?
That was the old school. That's the real
that's the one. That's the Dolphins. Cap. That's the Dolphins that Nick and I and Alex grew up on. I mean, we saw Marino in his last couple of years, obviously, but those were the Dolphins. Ricky Williams eventually come in. Now, I remember one of my favorite stories to tell about Nicky is, again, we used to go to the park and play ball all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But one of the things is somebody get murdered?
But I think the Panthers scored, but we're still down. What's the score?
Nice.
4-1. That's fine.
It's 4-1. Oh, we scored! What's the score? 4-1. Oh, shit. It's like, but no, one of my favorite things was when the Dolphins traded for AJ Feely and from the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, I knew it. I knew you were going to say
Monday Night Football. I'm watching the game with Nick at our house, and I remember Nick goes, Bobby, this is the guy. I said, what are you talking about? Bobby, I'm going to tell you, this guy's going to be our franchise quarterback. I go, how do you know that? Nick goes, look how he looks in his uniform. Look how he looks in his jersey. That dude's a Miami Dolphin, dude. That was Nick's judgment. I remember that. AJ Feely, I was like, oh, gosh, that's one of the best stories.
I was like, dude, he's got it. He's got the look.
He's got it. Just how he looks. Perfect. His uniform tucked in, the towel on the side. Like, oh, my gosh.
He even did, like, when the guy goes up to the he's like, he did like the full finger lick.
He licked his fingers. That was it for Nick.
Nick's like, that's it. He looked right, and he like yelled at somebody. I was like, that's it. It's gonna be. He said hike, and he threw a pick six. Right? It was like his first throw. It was like his first throw ever. I was like, I was like, no, and it was like horrible. It was like right to the guy.
Brian Greasy. Remember Brian Greasy? Bobby, that's Bob Greasy's son, dude. Watch. And
I'm the most hopeful Dolphin fan in the world. I'm always like, bro, I really believe. I think this is the guy. Like,
Gus Farrat. You remember Gus Farrat?
Oh my God, Trent Green.
Well, that dude played what, half a game? Trent Green. I was excited for Trent Green back in the day when he came on because of how I liked him as the chief. Nick, who was the player that slapped AJ Feely in the ass while he had a broken what? Glute muscle. I don't know.
I forget. I remember that. I was on TV. I saw that.
Patton.
And he went, bah, and he was like, ah. It was like
David Patton. Was it David Patton who did it? Remember David Boston? You remember David Boston? That wide receiver?
David Boston.
It's
the
like
receiver.
On roids.
Yeah, he was just taking way too many roids, and he was a good receiver. Actually, he was a great slot guy.
In Arizona, he was.
Darryl Bowens.
Tim Bowens. Daryl Gardner.
Who was a player that everyone always forgets about? Anquan Boldin, bro. That guy was a monster. Anquan Boldin, and he was somebody that always had good stats. Like, he wasn't like considered the greatest wide receiver in the NFL, but he was always good. Even later on, he was good.
When he had Kurt Warner there with him, that was a solid team.
Did they score again? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, Panthers down 5-1.
I don't know if I
There
like
was no
this
screaming
angle.
there.
I know. Put it on my nose.
You're all right. You're all right. So
You're all
right, Nick.
right.
You're all right. All right, so let's do this now. You know the Dolphins pretty well in regards of roster. I remember in Arizona when he got hurt. Very quick, Miami Heat. Name the most. How many players can you name on the Miami Heat? That's how we're gonna do it.
I'll try. I'll really try.
Go.
Here we go. But I'm
I
gonna name the
believe
ones
in
that,
you.
of course, I know. Like right off my, like I'm gonna say the Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Udonis Haslem, who else? Tyler Hero, and I'm gonna not get this last one. I don't got it. That's it. That's all I know.
So Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, UD, Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Who?
That's what I got. I said, yeah, UD, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson. That's all I got. I already said UD.
The big
Bam,
guy.
Bam.
The big guy that wears number 13. The big guy.
He's not big.
I know.
Big.
I don't even.
13. No.
Bam Adebayo.
It's Wham.
That's what I said. That's what I said, Alex. That's what I was saying years ago. When he did the dunk, I went, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Bam.
Take it to the house, baby. I was like, which player on the Miami Heat also has half Hawaiian descent? That's interesting.
On the Miami Heat?
Who has Hawaiian descent? Yeah.
Half
yeah.
Is it Vincent is Nigerian.
I was gonna say, was it Vincent?
Half
Is it
Hawaiian
Vincent?
descent.
Hold on.
Duncan Robinson? Oh shit, I didn't know that. Wow.
Oh really?
Really? Interesting.
Cool. I did not know this.
Hey,
and that's one other thing, Bob. Now that says Duncan Robinson is playing. He's playing again, just like he played in the G League when he was with the Skyforce. Dribble penetration, shooting. He's not a liability as much. Wow, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And I'm the one that gets canceled.
Hey, well, I'm just saying.
Dribble penetration.
Hey,
dribble!
Yo,
I thought you said double. Huh?
Alexei is the Charles Barkley of this show. He's the Charles Barkley of this show. You know, you seen those scenes where he's like, Charles Barkley's like, yo, so like he posts up, and when you grab a guy and you
and they're banging you,
and you see Shaq
and you're banging him,
dude. Let me just say, Nick, that is the best show on television, sports talk show
ever.
You don't have to be into basketball. You don't have to watch basketball. You could just watch that show, and it's the best show. Charles, Shaq,
clips
EJ,
all the time, and they kill me. I'm like, I swear, I'm crying in my bed every time I see one of those.
I'm the same way. I laugh. I can watch it over and over again, man.
I love when they like just point the camera at Shaq and you see Shaq looking down, really fighting.
Why is Tati yelling at me? Did I say something?
Shaq's...
Oh, the double penetration. My bad. Sorry, Tot. My bad.
And he does it again.
Sorry, Tot. Sorry.
Dad just shared.
Bobby's doing double penetration in sign language. He's like,
the double penetration, dribble penetration, whatever you want to call it, babe. We'll try it out.
We'll dribble it out, baby.
So 560. So Cap heard about Duncan Robinson on 560 Day. It's pretty cool. You see here. Want to make sure. Christian Wilkins, the Dolphins are trying to get that done. I want to catch up on some of that. Dolphins are trying to catch up, try to get that done before the season starts. They're trying to get that.
The Wilkins extension.
Yes. Obviously, we know the Dalvin Cook thing is not dead yet. Dalvin Cook is still is talked about with Dolphin fans. We're still waiting to see what happens with that. Bobby has wishful thinking. That's pretty funny. Make sure I'm not missing anything.
Which Miami Dolphins special used to take a dump in a bucket?
Wait, let me read this.
Holy shit. I have no idea.
Hold on, let me read these comments. What's going on here?
Take a dump in a bucket during a live actual game. Yes. I heard about this. I can't remember. Oh my God, who was
I really don't want to know that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little nervous about finding.
Come on, Cap.
Who did that?
Hold on.
I will not look at it
Special
ever again.
teams player used to.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh wait, no, I
I'm on
heard
a
about
sugar high
this.
from the
Wait,
amount
who
of
was it? I think it's wait, I heard about this. There's a guy who took a dump in a bucket. I think it's
Matt
a
Turk.
quarterback.
Is it Matt Turk?
It's some. Oh my
So
gosh, I heard
Evan,
about that.
I will just tell you this. Yes,
Was
the
it Matt
Melendez
Turk?
boys. Nikki, the Melendez boys got a lot of Coca-Cola we've had for years.
I'm like that
I
kid from
got
Home
better.
Alone. You know the Home Alone 2?
Larry
He's like,
Izzo.
Holy shit,
Larry Izzo.
Larry Izzo. Wow, that's a flashback. He was a Patriot too,
Nikki,
right?
Nikki,
Izzo
one
was the
question.
Patriots.
Nikki, do you like Oreo cookies?
That's true.
Nikki,
It is
no?
from the shirt.
I never asked you this.
No, I'm not. I mean, I could eat them. I mean, if I had them here with some milk, yeah, I would be downing those right now, destroying it. I'd be destroying.
Why'd you say something like that? Like, what question does that have anything to do?
Bobby's like,
No, it was an actual question. I wasn't doing anything for you, man. It was an actual question.
That's random as hell.
Don't get offended, bro.
That's random as hell.
Oh man, because it just
Shots
came to
fired.
me all this time
Shots
that I
fired.
know Nikki, and I've never seen Nikki eat an Oreo cookie. I've never seen Nikki eat an Oreo cookie ever.
It's weird when I'm on
Awkward
the ship.
silence.
When I'm on the ship, I don't do any of that like normal. When I'm on the ship, things kind of change, like eating wise. It's not that. I mean, the food is in abundance. There's food everywhere, but it's just the way that I work. I kind of like forget about like eating, like in general. But when I'm here at home, for example, if I get some double stuffed Oreos or the new extreme stuff, I will destroy that.
That's great. That's great.
That's calling the show. Okay.
Bobby
okay.
Pop Skittles.
Bobby
Pop Skittles and Advil.
Evan, it's not
Bobby
wrong.
Pop Skittles and Advil.
I do eat a
Bobby's
row.
like,
I can't eat like 3 cookies. I got to have a whole row.
Okay.
I do
Bobby took Taste the
candy.
Rainbow literally. Bobby took it literally. Taste the Rainbow. He's like, shit, really? He's like, it tastes that shit?
He's woke.
He's like, it tastes that shit?
I'll taste the hell out of that rainbow. But yes, no, I'm talking about Connie saying I eat a row of Oreos. I do. I don't care. Oreos are good, but you know what? I become like you know how when you get like a glass of wine and you start going like that and you gotta like taste test. That's how I am with Oreos now. Like if I buy pack Oreos, I put in milk and I go like that. And after like if they have I won't eat them no more. I'll leave my kids. I know what are the good Oreos and Reese's. The same thing. I'll grab a Reese pack straight up. Shut up. Don't just listen. I'm teaching you something. You get a Reese pack, and if you feel them out and they feel too hard, like at the Walgreens, you go to Walgreens, you buy them, they're hard as hell. Don't buy those. Those are disgusting. They're old as hell. Cheap ass Walgreens. You go to like Walmart, you feel them out at Kroger, and they're a little soft. Oh, dude, with a glass of milk.
Here's a fun fact.
Man, do you go around the store?
Both Bobby and Alex they worked at Walgreens together, so that's why there's a bit of a personal like history. He's like cheap ass Walgreens. He's a little bitter. He's got some bitterness. So cheap ass Walgreens.
I do know when the kids
I'm gonna
open
go to
up the
CVS and get
Oreos.
myself some Reese's.
This is me. Which Miami Dolphins player was stranded in sea and swam to shore after 28 miles?
Oh, that was Rob Conrad.
Was it Rob Conrad? I
Rob
didn't know
Conrad. Yeah, he swam.
It happened this past year.
Broke.
Yeah.
Was it this past year? I think it was.
Bobby pops more Advil on a
2 years
post
ago.
game with me. Yeah, 3 weeks till Publix. Hey, Nick, dude, because you just said swim out at sea. I have to bring this up. Did any of you guys see? And it's a sad story. God rest his soul.
The
sharks got him. Did you see that on TikTok at all? I'm dead serious. He graduated high school, and some kid dared him to jump off the boat in the middle of the night. Nick, I think it was out towards Louisiana. I don't know where it was, Alex. I don't know if you know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
But he jumped in the water, and they were laughing at him and everything. And they threw a buoy out there, and all of a sudden they see the kids swim away, and they go, "Get the buoy!" And the ship's moving past them, but he moved away from the buoy, started swimming out into the darkness. If you watch the video, you see the shark. There was a shark-infested waters. The shark got him. Let me ask you: have you ever had something like that happen on the ship where somebody lost at sea or something like that?
Yeah, we have all that stuff happen all the time. So like 1 year we had I this is on air, but it's okay. I'm just gonna say it. We
Yeah,
had a crew member jump off. No, we had a crew member jump off in the middle of the night, and they had not noticed it until like 5 hours later, like on surveillance. So at one point, we just felt the ship kind of just turning, and we were like, "Why are we turning in the middle?" Like we hit anchor or whatever. And then the captain announced, like, "Oh, we're gonna go back. We have some sort of distress thing." Well, nobody really knew any of the details. And then eventually, we had officers knocking on our cabins, and one of them was like, "We would you we'd like to. The staff captain is asking you to volunteer to search, the waters." So I was like, "Oh, okay." So all the performers went up to the top of the ship, and we had these like, what do you call it? These like headphone things. I mean, sorry, headphones, God, headphones, binoculars. And we were out there just looking.
Headphones.
They did end up finding him. With some headphones on.
They did find him.
We found.
Good.
We did. They found him. Carnival Cruise Lines picked him up. He was in the water for 12 hours. In the Atlantic, like I'm talking, guys. It's no joke. Sometimes I'm sitting looking out my window and you just see the water out there. I mean, it's just
black.
Like, I'm like,
it's the abyss.
It's a monster. Like the
ocean
is.
Does it make you feel so
violent.
small?
Yeah. Yes, it does. Sometimes I'm sitting in my room and I have the porthole. And you'll see the water. If it depends on the day, you could see the water come over the window. And for a second, I'm like, okay, we're underwater. What's happening? And then the water comes back, and I'm like, okay. We one night, it's so funny because you see all kinds of things on the ship. So another thing that we had was we got another distress call, and the ship anchored out, and it was some couple who was sailing from Belgium around the world. It was like some husband was like, let's go sail around the world, honey. And their ship was like in a storm and they're sinking. So we were the only ship nearby. So we pull up, and they canceled our second show. And the reason why, it was a dance show, and they can't do the numbers, like the performance, while the ship is sitting still in the rocky water because we were anchored. So we anchor. They cancel the show. Everybody goes upstairs by the deck, and there's these metal walls by the front of the ship, and you can look underneath. There's like these windows, and you can see the ship out there sinking, and you see our ship going out there, and they brought the couple on board, and we watched the sailboat sink down. It was crazy to watch a ship sink.
Did you grab your iPhone and start playing the Titanic music?
No, I should have done that, but it's so dark out there. I try to shoot things at night all the time. I have a really cool video. I was up there with a couple of the guys on deck. We have this deck that sits outside. Only the crew can sit there, and it's on the front of the ship, like literally where Jack and Rose are doing the thing. That's where the helicopter lands. But so, yeah.
Wait, Dad saying something? Is Dad saying something?
He's like, hey, so the helicopter lands over there. The helicopter. I know that shit.
Nicky, I dare you.
Nick, do you do your own laundry
about
in the ship?
Alex, wait. Nick, I dare you to ask Dad right now if he has no headphones on. Ask him the true story about the passport. To say, did you purposely forget the passport?
Dad, did you purposely lose the passport? Did you purposely lose your passport? Why would I lose it? It's great. You freaked him out. Why would you? Bobby's dying. He just wanted me to ask.
It's funny. You get stuck getting slapped. No, Daddy, no.
No, Daddy, no.
My dad gets. Yeah,
no, Daddy, no.
Why? Why would I do that?
That's Alex. Alex said you get disciplined now. No, Daddy, no. Oh my God.
Dad, Nick, do you do your own laundry at the ship, or how does that work? I've always.
So you can sign. There's a bunch of different, like. It's kind of. I'm not gonna say okay. I'm just. That question. No, you cannot. I'm gonna answer that question. You can. You get drug tested.
No, he'll know.
So yeah. When it comes to this is getting funny. So. Wait, what were you asking me? What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Laundry on the ship.
Oh, laundry. So it's kind of similar to like you have to have connections. Like I guess it's like you're on the inside. I don't know. I don't want to say the word, but it's like you meet people like other like crew members that like, for example, we had this one guy who was like he was like, I'll do your laundry every week for like $25. I'll do all your laundry. I'll fold it. Do all this stuff. So like they take your laundry, they fold it, do everything, they iron it, they bring it back to your room in like a couple days, or you can, which I've been doing this. I go down to deck one. We have the laundry machines down there. I still got you guys. Yeah, I got you.
We're here. We're here.
Yeah, my volume like dropped for some reason. And it's easier to do your laundry sometimes by yourself because you get it right when you want it. Like you're literally just washing it, drying it, taking it back to your room, folding it. So that makes sense, you know. But then, you have people like we have wardrobe people like from our shows who do laundry for the costumes, and sometimes they'll be like, hey. For this much, maybe I can do your laundry, like $15 like a week or whatever. And then like you make that decision whether you want someone to do your laundry or not. Because sometimes it gets a little busy and you're running around doing shows, so it's kind of convenient when that happens. But you got a couple of days off. Who cares? If you have enough clothes, just do your laundry. I've been doing my laundry.
I mean, technically, Nicky is a seaman because he lives at sea. So
I mean, seaman, seaman.
I'm smiling. Oh.
Let me just say, let me just let everybody know who is just tuning in, whether you're again YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. That's Nick Voss, my brother. He is an entertainer and musician who travels the world on Norwegian cruises. He is not a Navy seaman, and he is joining. No, don't play. We don't want no songs. We're good. We're good. No, just You'll go on for hours, folks. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just pick it up again.
Start playing randomly as Bobby talks, Bob.
Nicky,
can you do that as Bobby talks? Like put like some background music as he's doing the intro. No, Bobby, go back. Do that. This is my brother Nicky. Just talk.
Oh, here we go, bro. Play La Bamba, bro. That's what they're asking you to do, Nick. Play La Bamba.
La Bamba? Oh, La Bamba.
Ooh, Nick, here's a question for you. Nick will answer this. He's good with it. Who is the greater performer, Michael Jackson, or Prince? I already know the answer. Nick will say it, but
wait, who's the what? Wait, what did you say?
Who is the greater performer? Michael Jackson or Prince?
I have a lot to say about the two. I love both of them, by the way. Just so you know, I have a Prince shirt. So I have two Prince shirts sitting right over here. As an artist, I will take Prince over Michael Jackson, but as a performer, entertainer, I definitely choose Michael Jackson. And I say that because it's just my cup of, that's what I like. But some people, I mean, if you watch Prince live, Prince can dance, Prince can move. It's the intensity for me. I really like what Michael Jackson brings as a performer.
There you go.
He's better.
I'm a little surprised.
He's better. No, I'm kidding. He's not better.
I was going to say, Michael Jackson's winning. I think Michael Jackson. Honestly, I'm not. I Purple Rain, but other than that, I'm not good with Prince. Michael Jackson, obviously, love Michael Jackson.
Well, you got
Nick and I grew up on Elvis. That's what we grew up on was Elvis. That's what Nick performs on. For people who don't know yet, who just tuned in, he performs as Elvis Presley on Norwegian cruises. He's been performing as Elvis Presley for many years. And he's off. He's on vacation. He's gotten off the ship for a little bit. So that's why he's able to join us today on East 10th Street Boys. Growing up on 10th Street in Hialeah, Florida. So we had to have him on, one of the OGs of 10th Street. Talking about that, man, Nick, we've talked about a lot of stuff about what we did as kids. Backyard wrestling, which was not the whole crazy you see sometimes people bloody and all that. But we did a lot of crazy stuff. You have any funny stories about the backyard wrestling days?
That's something that I was thinking about. Just like, all three of us are here. So the one that I remember the most with that involves the three of us is when it was you and me, Bobby, fighting on the side of the house by the basketball hoop. And we have this fence that blocks the dogs from coming out of that. And we were right by the fence. And I believe I don't know if it was you to me or me to you. I can't remember who it was on the fence, but one of us started rubbing the other one on the fence like Ric Flair would do, like in a cage match.
Yeah.
Where you take the person's face, you rub it. So it was like in that moment.
At night?
Alex,
was this at night?
This was it was during the day or like late afternoon, and Alex was filming. So Alex A was like, he's like doing his thing, and because he was the one filming at the moment. It was you and me for sure fighting, and it was like I think it was me. You took me and you did it, and it was like, come on, bro. And then you and I started actually really fighting, and you just see the camera kind of like Alex went from acting to like realizing what was going on. You see him go, okay, and you see him running.
I know what story you're talking about. Let me fill in the blanks. Okay, so that's why I asked you if it was at night because I know exactly what you're talking about. And it started off. Alexandra was recording it first. It started off. I think it was a fatal 4-way elimination. It was Alex versus me versus Nick versus Harrison. Which our names were Robert Michaels, D-Bomb, which was Alex, X-Nick, which was Nikki, and then Harrison was Black Blade. Alex and Harrison had been eliminated. I remember I suplexed Harrison on top of the car on our white van back there, hurt like hell. And then Nick and I were the last two in the match. Yeah, rubbing face. It was at night, actually. And the fence actually came down on one of us. And then what happened was that we used to plan out who won. We did know who won. We did previews. We used to do music videos. We had a whole show. It wasn't like we just killed each other, except for that one day. This is how the fight really the fight went down.
Oh, when you fucked up the ring.
No. Alex took the camera from Alex the boy took the camera from Alexandra and was recording. Nikki and I were going at it. Nick was going to win. Nick got me. My finisher was the pedigree. I called it, and it was the drive-by. And I get the Nick gets me in the pedigree.
I remember.
Okay. Now what I did was I would jump up, you lay flat, and I let you go, and I slam you down. Because that way you catch yourself. Nick did not let me go. He was on a piece of wood in the grass. And it sounds like it's bad, but really it wouldn't be. But he never let me go. He picked what is this? A pretzel?
That's a pretzel.
Is that Dad? What the hell is he doing?
he's dying laughing.
Anyway, he's just bored. He's so stupid. Bored. What are you doing? And Nikki grabs my arm. If you know Triple H in the pedigree, Nick grabs. It wasn't a cardboard championship belt. It's the real deal. First of all, Cap. I'm seeing the Cap's comments on the side. He grabs me. Nick does the pedigree, but he never lets go of my arm, so I can't block myself. So I go head first down into the thing. And it flashed. Now, of course, there were sometimes people walk, but we never really had people walk. But still, the camera was on. I let Nikki pin me, but I was livid. So as soon as Nick beat me, 1, 2, 3, Alex was still recording. I got up. We started fighting. We went into the doghouse. That's when Alex went, "Oh shit!" Hey, and then I had to stop it. That's how it actually went down. So it's funny. I knew Nick. As soon as Nick started telling the story, I remember that.
And Nikki, because of that, Bobby has migraine issues.
Because of that is why Bobby has.
No,
it's
not because of
asshole.
that. No, that wasn't. No, but my spine is effed up.
Asshole.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it.
No, but hey, listen. Let me just say very quick.
Enjoy your ship, Nick. Enjoy your ship.
Hold on. Yeah.
Shit just got real. That escalated quickly.
Actually, it was a real belt, the world championship from WCW. My dad, who's doing the pretzel, he got me the real WCW world title. So that was our title belt. And and I won that 14 times. He's eating pretzel.
Nikki, is this okay? We've talked about this, Nick. Is this an efficiency in Hialeah?
No, it's not. This is like an efficiency in Westchester.
Oh,
Dad's gonna look at it.
We talked about this on the show.
What are you telling people?
But it's really nice actually. It's really nice. He's got his own room, his own little living room. It's great. It's
I'm telling you, dude. Hey,
has Dad been working out? His legs look bulk. Is Dad working on his legs? You got muscle mass in those legs.
No, he ain't working on them legs. He got chicken legs. His face right now.
We love messing
white
with
socks,
our
white shoes.
He goes, I'm old, man. I'm old.
Yeah. Does he have the white socks, white shoes, and jean shorts?
Wait, what?
Does he have the white socks, white shorts, and white socks,
white shoes,
and the jean shorts?
Yeah, kind of. That's what he's doing right now. Similar.
Yeah.
That's just like always been his swag since we were.
That's the go-to. That's the go-to.
Yeah, the go-to.
Cap.
He opens the closet. It's all the socks and the shorts.
He has 4 shorts, 4 socks.
Alexei was saying, he's like, is he wearing the socks, the white socks? He's like, with the shorts, because that's what he used to wear. Like, I said, yeah. He's like, that's the go-to.
You can't stand it. Dad hates that shit. He's like,
yeah. No, it's funny. Bobby goes, Dad hates that shit.
He's going, why are they talking about me? Like, leave me alone.
That's exactly what he's
right. I knew it. You see, like, what?
You should, man. You shouldn't have put the pretzel. You should have put the pretzel on the screen.
Seen the movie Mitty? Dad is asking. Have you seen the movie Mitty with Ben Stiller?
No.
Here, movie.
I love the silence.
Movie of the week, Mitty.
Oh, the Curious Cat, Walter Mitty.
Ben Stiller directs, stars in a classic story of a daydreamer. That's what we have on right now.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, he put it on. He's telling me it's a great movie.
I'm watching. You know what show I'm watching right now? Have you guys seen any of this on Netflix? Peaky Blinders. Have you ever watched that?
Oh
Peaky
no, I haven't
Blinders?
seen that show. Everyone loves that show.
That's a
everyone's
great
about
show.
it.
I finally turned it on. It's only 6 episodes per season, but they're about an hour long. It's a
I just
great
don't
show.
like the accent. I'm not a big fan of the English. I'm not a big fan of it. You know, it's
Hey,
just
hey,
like,
hey, you might have some
it's like-
English fans watching TV.
It's like Mommy Dog. What if I was on
You
this
look
show?
like-
Like,
you
Mommy
sound like
Dog,
that guy,
I really laughed
Brand.
at Two Attack of Alliance is playing. So Two Attack of Alliance.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler.
That is awesome.
Jimmy Butler,
That is
right?
awesome to have an NFL game narrated in a British accent.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen if we get a team in London. Is that gonna ever happen?
It could be.
Supposed to be the Jaguars, but I don't think they're doing that.
They're
The
not
London Jaguars? Like, is there a Jaguar in London? Or they got to change the name?
Fish and chips.
I think, yeah.
They got to be the
Jimmy
London
Butler.
Fish and Chips.
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
Alex, you know
Butler.
that? Alex, you know,
Jimmy-
Alex, you know that? You said fish and chips. You know, I don't think I told you that. The Marlin show that we have that we're looking for a lead host and a co-host for.
Mhm.
That's the name
Yeah.
of our Marlin show is Fish and Chips.
Are you serious?
I love
That's
it.
awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's a cool. That's a
You guys
cool
ever
ass
put
game,
vinegar
bro.
on your fish and chips? Vinegar?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I eat salt and vinegar chips, so yeah, I would love that. I have.
Yeah,
Jimmy
you
Butler.
can put it on the French fries. You put the malt vinegar. You know, Evan should know that. He's from Canada. They do that right over there. You know, they put the. Evan's gonna be like, I don't know vinegar.
It's like, I don't know. He even made it good. Yeah, I made the logo's done. I have the logo already
Very good
ready to
health
go.
benefits, guys.
That's
Fish
cool,
and
man.
Chips. Yeah, I'll send it to you, Alex. It looks really good. It's ready.
Fish and chips. That's
Look,
pretty cool, man. That's a cool cover
we
there.
we got a co-host for our baseball
Okay.
show because we're trying to get for Major League Baseball. You know, covering the whole league.
Mhm.
We got one co-host. We need a lead host there, and then for our Marlin show, we need a lead host and a co-host. And then we're looking at we got Evan and Josh Kimmel are doing What the Puck, which covers hockey.
Which is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, it was a great first episode. A lot of good stuff here happened at the network. We were about an hour and 17 minutes in. We got Nick Voss. Again, let me.
And he
put-
called.
He'll pop back.
Gotta
in.
get close to the window.
But look, before we close it out, I just want
I'm
to get
here.
again.
I'm sorry. I had no service.
Hi, Mike.
My God.
So, guys,
Miami
who are just
Dolphins.
a cap,
Walking.
242-2342-23. If you guys haven't saw, Nick is a musician. He's an entertainment artist. He is on Norwegian cruises. He's off the ship for a little bit before he goes back on. But I want to play his song again, and hopefully my son doesn't walk in so he see me get pissed again. But and you can see this song, listen to this song, listen to other songs that are on there. Jericho is his latest one. Show some support. Go to his Spotify. Go to his Apple Music. Subscribe to his music. He always has new music coming out. Go to his Instagram. All that. He's gonna share that right after we're done with this music, with this spot, and we'll go.
Whatever you want, lose yourself in my arms. My heart is good in the eyes. So show me all of your signs.
There you go. So that's Whatever You Want by Nick Voss. With his wife Alessia there, my sister-in-law.
Nikki,
Sweet old Alessia.
Nikki, one
Or
question.
Alessia.
One question. I got a question for you. Do you make
Hold
love
on, Dad, I
to
have a
your
question.
music?
Oh, I was like, where's this question going? Right when I
I
heard
know,
those first couple words.
Just say like what?
No, no, actually, that's so funny. You think that way, right? No. No.
What? Wait, what did you say? What was the question?
No. Do I make love to my own music? I mean, maybe by myself. Like,
Oh my gosh!
In my own
Oh
time.
gosh! Can you imagine? Holy crap! Hey babe, wait a
as
second.
soon as
Hold
she
on,
leaves,
right
as she
quick.
leaves
Say-
the room, I put my music
Do you
on.
hear
I'm
that?
like,
You hear that, baby? Let's get in the
lose
mood.
yourself in my arms.
Cap says, "Bro, my dude could sing." There you go.
He can.
Okay.
He has his own voice, man. Own
He
voice.
does. He can sing. Barry Goming. What the fuck?
Very good, man.
You guys have a politics
Very
show
good,
yet?
man.
No, we don't. We don't have a politics show yet.
A politics show that will go bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're
we
not
probably,
doing
probably. I think we would just talk crap about it. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe people would be like,
we don't have
"Oh, you
that.
guys don't
Cap.
you don't
But-
care about the country? Like you don't."
We touch on it here. We touch on some stuff.
You're not
here,
gonna
but
do
we-
anything?
But Cap, you know, one show that I'm interested in doing eventually, maybe on the sports network, but just in general, maybe not even because I'm going to eventually do podcasts, which is just straight up on the radio, not radio, but podcast audio, is paranormal stuff. I love doing stuff like that. That's I love trying. I want to start doing different stuff like that. But yeah, man, we're growing.
I'd love to jump on one of those. Yeah, I'll jump on one of those.
Huh? Sorry, Nick, go.
No, I said I'll jump on one of those paranormal.
Oh yeah, dude, I want to do that, but I want to try to, if not here, something like this, straight podcast, because I'm going to do the Fitz Talk Sports Podcast Network, which would just be podcasts, but that will be these shows on here, and then we'll have some extra new shows for people to listen to. We have fun, dude. We have a blast here. But anyway, guys, Nikki, tell them where they can find you. What's your handles at? For Instagram, Twitter, etc.
Yeah, I'm really active on Instagram lately because I'm making content. I'm trying to do it daily. Trying to put out something new every day on Instagram. And sometimes it's not even my music. Sometimes I'm acting. Sometimes I'm doing something funny, or I'm talking about something funny about my music. So, or sometimes I'm just talking about the ship and my life there and how that goes. So you can follow me it's at the Nick Voss. And make sure you put the before Nick Voss. So at the Nick Voss on Instagram, and then on on Twitter it's Nick Voss Music. I believe it's at Nick Voss Music. And then I have my website nickvossmusic.com where you can find everything, merchandise, my music. I had a single come out January 2nd called "Whatever You Want," and that's the video Bobby keeps playing. We shot that in Italy. Yeah, it's the only one I got.
All right, I could have the other one.
But it's the most important one. It's the most important one because it's my single. So I'm actually coming out with 2 more singles pretty soon. I haven't even announced them yet. But one's called Nicolas, which is going to be really cool.
Oh.
And it's about the funny thing about that song is I wrote it kind of talking about how I used to hear my wife call my name as she was coming down the hallway from the ship. And she was like, Nicolas.
I thought that was like the way my wife called my name. Wait, what? Hold on.
The way she, you talk about making
while we listen to my song. While we listen to my song. So Nicolas, and what's the other one?
And the other one's called "Addicted to You." And they're both kind of like in the same like realm of whatever you heard from the clip. Because that's kind of the sound my original music's going for. It's got like this really cool R&B type, big sound. Sometimes I have a lot of rock stuff that still bleeds in because that's my my beginnings. But yeah, it's I think Nicolas is going to be cool because we're going to have a big TikTok thing behind it where we're going to get involved with like people who are named Nicholas. Like we're going to find like influencers that have that name and try to see if they can make content like using the song, and then like. Maybe I'll be like washing the dishes and then I'll hear the song go off and I think it's my wife calling my name and I break the dishes. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So
that's cool. That's cool
that's kind of the funny thing is it's like that's the music industry nowadays. You got to find ways to talk about your music and make people care about it because, honestly, the way that formats are set up, people just want to swipe. Sometimes people look at my story and I used to take it personal because they weren't engaging, but they're just swiping through my story. And to be honest, that's just because people just want to see what their friends are up to. Sometimes they don't want to have to sit there, even if it's something great or whatever you think it's great. So I'm trying to always think about ways of making short form content for people that are into the, just swiping through. Like I'm trying to dumb everything down. So like, how can I make people care about my music, in funny ways, so.
That's cool, man.
So first of all, I just want to say, because Tati is watching and I'm getting yelled at on my phone. First of all, I'm tweeting and retweeting the episode promotional stuff like I usually do. And she's going, pay attention to your brother. I could hear him on my headset, like, always executive producing my shows, yelling at me. I'm going to walk into a random McDonald's in Wawa with
Nicolas.
I love Wawa. Yo, Wawas, they're opening them up everywhere now in Miami. I love it.
Everywhere. Have you seen Hialeah? There's like 4 Wawas already.
There's 4 Wawas, like within like a block's radius of each other. I was like, whoa, Wawa.
It's like the new Starbucks.
Yeah.
So that's great useful information for us. Anyway,
we lost him, Bob.
I think Tati cut his headset. Todd cut his headset.
I can't hear you. You see, he's like, oh, I'm the big man here. I'm with his executive producer. Gone. Next. Let's just look at him. Look at his face.
She unplugged something. She cracked the door open and she unplugged.
Can't hear you, man. Can't hear. We can see you.
We
can
know
see
what that means. We know what that one means. So
Come
anyway,
again, Bob. Come again. That's what
So
she
how
said.
you doing, Alex? Yeah, I'm doing pretty
I'm
good,
good, man. I'm good. Hey, now it's just you and me, bro. Awesome.
Oh, he just cut off.
Thank
the
God. We got bigger. We got rid of the big guy. It's just you and me.
I'm the
So
captain.
how you
now.
doing?
I'm
How
the
you
captain
doing?
now.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Tell me, how's your life, man? Oh, he's back. Here we go. Let me see.
Here is he.
Let me put him back on. He should be back on right now. He's good to go.
On the network, I could put myself back on.
There you go.
Hey, Bobby, did you hear me say I'm the captain? I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now. Nick, don't vape live during the show. Like dragon.
It's so. What are you talking about, bro?
What are you talking about, bro?
Vape life matters.
Yeah,
man.
Tati cut me off. Yeah, she took. She's like, pay attention. Look, there she is. She's laughing. She came in here going, "What are you doing?" Yelling at me. I'm like, "It's you." Anyway,
having technical difficulties, bro.
All right, Alex, any final words?
No, man. It's just awesome catching up. This is funny because what we just did here was pretty much every night for a good 10 to 15 years of our life. So it was just fun catching up to you, man. I love you. Good luck
love you too,
with
man.
the rest of you. Stay here, man. Relax, chill, and go Heat.
Yeah, man. Hey, and let's do this. Let's do this again. I'm here, so let's do it a couple more times before I go. Be fun.
Hey, man.
That would
Whenever
be
you want.
awesome.
I mean, whenever.
Yeah,
Yeah. That
way I get to know everybody. Maybe one of these. Oh, by the way, I just forgot to tell you. Wait, this is big news. They actually just upgraded the ship with Starlink Wi-Fi, which means I can have YouTube, TikTok, and stream from the ship at full high speed. I just have to pay.
So we can have you. Can we have you live one day?
Yeah, we could probably do it live from the ship when I go back. So I return to the ship on June 3rd. So, you guys can actually keep me updated on what's going on outside in sports. You know what I mean? We can make like a segment. Let's update Nick segment. Time to update
You just
Nick,
say go back on June 3rd or July 3rd.
Oh, I'm sorry, July. Oh, wow, no, that's Nick. You missed the
bro,
ship.
you missed it, dude. You're gonna fight.
July 21st, I return back to the ship.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. No, and yes, as long as you're here, you're welcome on, and we'll make it. Maybe you can come to East Century Boys every Monday until you go back, or we could get you on some other shows too. I'm sure Evan would like to have you on. I get one of those shows on. That would be fun. But anyway,
that'd be a lot of fun,
guys. Absolutely. So again, Heat play on Wednesday night. Tomorrow we will have Real Talk Fins Talk to start us off at 7:30. They're going to have the Battered Fins fan show on. Steve and Rob of DolphinsThirsty.com. If you're thirsty for Dolphins content, go to DolphinsThirsty.com. Check them out. This is going to be an awesome show. I may pop in there. But then, of course, fast break at 8:30. Our Game 3 live preview of the Nuggets versus Heat in Miami. Series is tied 1-1. Alex has some prior engagements. He will be later to the show. I will host it, but he usually likes that anyway. He prefers me to do that. So usually when I'm on, he tells me to do it. He just likes giving his analysis. He likes to sound Nick. Remember how growing up, like we'd play basketball and Alex would be like, "You're not supposed to do that." The rule book. That's how he is during a show. He has to be analytical. You can't just, "Hey everybody, welcome to the show." How you doing? He's like, "Anyway, hey everybody, welcome to the show."
I can host anything, man, but it's about basketball. Like I want to give my opinion. That's the whole point. So it's like
I want to
give. Alex. It's shut up and let them talk. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's like I'm like Bobby. Go. Just be the host. You the host, man. Host. Come on and host it.
Well, you gotta have the host, you gotta have the analyst. You know what I mean? You gotta have both. You gotta have both.
That's true. So, but anyway, those are the two shows tomorrow. Wednesday, we got Once Upon a Sunday Fantasy Football Talk. Thursday, we have No Holds Barred, our wrestling podcast show, which is one of our favorite ones. All of them are favorite. And then Friday, we got Huddle Up and Wait with Dave Staker, Brett Lagasse. They got Amare Hunt on, which is going to be a great guest. And of course, Fins Talk today every Saturday with yours truly and Fish Tank Hank. So guys, do me a favor if you haven't yet, smash that like and subscribe button, and we will see you tomorrow night on, first off, starting off with Real Talk Fins Talk, and then Fast Break.
Go Heat.
Later.
Boo boo.